This man has been dead for over 400 years, but for 265 of those years, he gave an entire country, not from a palace, not from a throne, from life here. What if I told you that this entire place, every gate, every staircase, every carving, were designed to turn a dead man into a god? Not through words, not through books, through space. This is the Shinkyo Bridge, the entrance to Nikko. For centuries, this was the boundary. On one side, the ordinary world, fields, walls, daily life. On the other, something designed to feel completely different. To cross this bridge was to leave your reality behind, and that was the first step of the design. Nikko is 150 kilometers from the old capital. That distance is the point. You don't put a god somewhere convenient. You put a god somewhere that takes effort to reach. The political center was in Edo, today's Tokyo, but the special center was hidden up here in the mountains. Why? Because distance creates mystery, and mystery creates relief. Every step of these stone stairs was designed to change how you feel. The trees get taller, the air gets colder, the sounds of the city disappear. By the time you arrive at the shrine, you are no longer the peasant who left home. Before you reach the main shrine, you pass this building. It looks simple, a stable for sacred horses. But look closer at the carvings. Three monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Famous, cute, easy to understand. But remember where you were. This is the place where every powerful lord in Japan was required to visit every year, and the first thing they saw was this message. See nothing suspicious, hear nothing dangerous, say nothing against us. That's not a proverb, that's a political instruction, carved in wood and disguised as wisdom. And then you see it, the Yomeimon Gate. 580 sculptures, not one placed by accident. This gate has a nickname, the gate you could stare at until sunset. They didn't just want you to see it, they wanted you to stop thinking. 508 sculptures, gold leaf, white columns, dragons, lions, sages, flowers, every surface covered. Ieyasu's grandson spent hundreds of millions of dollars into this money on this single gate. This was not a decoration. This was a message. Look at what we can build. Now ask yourself, can you fight this? In Europe, kings built Versailles. They put their power at the center, where everyone could see it. In Japan, the Tokugawa did the opposite. They hid their power in the mountains. Versailles says, Come see how great I am. Nikko said, come feel how small you are. Past the Gold Gate, you find this a small curving, less than 8 inches wide, a serpent cut, and behind it, two spells. A pretty and its play, together, at peace. This is the Tokugawa vision, a world so perfectly controlled that even natural enemies last. But look at the cat's eyes. They are not fully closed. Some say, it's not sleeping at all, it's watching, pretending to last while guarding what's behind it. That's the Tokugawa system in my image. Beyond the sleeping cat, you climb 200 steps through cedar trees. The gold disappears. The crows thin out. And then you reach the end. A bronze tower. Simple, dark, surrounded by forest. No gold here. No sculptures. Just silence. This is where Tokugawa Ieyasu is buried. The man who ended 150 years of war. The man who designed 265 years of peace. He died in 1616, but every year for 265 years. The most powerful man in Japan climbed these exact steps to bow to the spot. He was the given from a palace. He was the governing from a grave. Now, think about this. When you walk into a certain theme park, and the outside world disappears the moment you pass through the gate. When you step into a certain store, all glass and white space, and you feel like the products are something sacred. You are inside the same machine. Disconnection, overwhelm, conviction. The technology of belief hasn't changed in 400 years. Only the gods have changed. Disneyland, Apple Store, the Vatican, Nikko, they all do the same thing. They take you out of your world, overwhelm your senses, and by the time you leave, you believe. The question is, did you choose to? Or what designed to? So, here's what Nico left me with. The things you behave like now, the ones you trust, the leaders you follow, the places that move you, why you convinced by evidence, or why you didn't feel that way.